Ritzy, ciao ciao, ciao, bonjour, hola hola. Mm, mm. Hello, ciao.
Hola, I'm Valen and I'm a Latin Americana girl living in Switzerland. I also happen to be gender fluid. So, what gender fluid means to me? So, human sexuality can be really complex, and some of us are somewhere in the gender spectrum. This can include people whose need to express their identity might be sated with just, using underwear of the opposite sex. Other people might need the field to change gender via hormone replacement therapy or plastic surgery. But in my case, I feel like having two psyches. Let's call them masculine and feminine. Why this happened and why I have this division is something I have discussed with my therapist. But I would say I'm a fairly typical case for people in my part of the gender spectrum. So I am genetically a boy, and I live like a boy most of the time. But I am also have this need to express a female side. So to do that, I cross dress, I use makeup, body shaping, and some other means to manifest her. Let's call her. That is me. I should also say this is not drag or disguise, but really a manifestation of a female different side of myself. The best way I can describe it is like an extreme version of switching languages. So, for example, if you speak more than one, you might be able to program better in English, but only write poetry in your mother tongue. So this is as best as can describe it. One last thing, this is not a hipster thing or an affectation. It's also not schizophrenia. It is really like having two different drivers of the vehicle that is oneself. This is just the best I can describe that. So how does being gender fluid affects my life? Well, I should say in the positive, I get to try all these cool clothes. Okay, I know that sounds a bit frivolous, but essentially I can remodel myself from scratch, and I can decide the person or the girl I want to be. It is an elating um, feeling to get to know yourself and to let other people know you from another angle. But okay, what about the negative? So I guess it's the usual. Outside of cities, attitudes towards gender roles are really, really fixed, and religion and family might not provide you much comfort. But one can find it in art, I would say, and in friends. And that could also be the family that one chooses. Finally, what hope do I see for myself and the gender fluid community? So I think the road to understand that gender is a spectrum has been like super long and difficult, but it's absolutely amazing the progress that is like happening right now. There is so much to do yet, but I feel like super mega optimistic. If you are gender fluid or somewhere in the gender spectrum, you should see it, like as an essential part of yourself, of who you are. and there is nothing wrong or shameful about that. Think also that there are so many of us who are also gender fluid, and you are not alone. That's what I would like to convey, with this little exercise. Thank you so much. Bye.
Mhm. Thank you. Merci. Gracias. Grazie. Und danke. Ciao, ciao.